what, the human rights thing?
Yes, I recently came to the neighborhood. I'm a Air Force veteran that recently came into the neighborhood and was looking to do some volunteer work. I saw that. It seemed very interesting. I went in and that seemed like a very interesting way to learn.
Did you know it was really just Scientology though?
I had no idea whatsoever.
Oh yeah. That's all these are just front groups for Scientology.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I was made aware of that very, very quickly.
Oh, you did find out.
Very shortly after.
Oh, okay.
After I went in, I went in to volunteer because I wanted to volunteer some of my time. I just gotten out of some difficulty with post-traumatic stress disorder and such. I don't know if y'all are aware that Bay Pines, the VA in the south end of Pinellas County, is the #1 VA in the United States.
Oh wow.
For PTSD. Probably in the nation.
Yep.
And I had gotten out of some care there, and came here, and just recently got a location here, and I was looking to volunteer and do some nice things here. And
Well, one thing
I
you
was
might wanna
walking down the road, and I thought I'd volunteer some of my time here, and I saw that, and it seemed very encouraging, and I walked in, and then shortly after that, I found out that that was Scientology.
The main thing you may want to know is that Scientology doesn't believe in any mental health care or therapy or medication for any disorders or any mental health issues whatsoever. So, if you were to get involved in their stuff, they would pressure you not to see a therapist, not to see a counselor, not to take anything. So you be careful of that. But just know that everything on this street is just a front group for Scientology.
You all would be amazed at how much I know and understand about mental health and
Well, go into these offices one of these days and teach them.
You know far more than the Scientologists.
I'm trying to let the two get along together.
Sure.
I have no problem with what they believe or what anybody else.
Yeah, exactly. It's just how they destroy families and traffic children. Hey, my name's A-Aron. We're gonna rock and roll a little bit over.
Do you think that they really do?
Yeah. I grew up in Scientology. I worked for them for half my life, from the age of 12 to 26.
I would love to learn more about it.
My channel on YouTube is called Growing Up in Scientology.
Do you have anything that would?
I don't. But Growing Up in Scientology, and you can't miss me. Yeah, this is Mark Bunker. He's a Clearwater City Council member, Mark Bunker. He's been.
Okay. When I first went in there, I was introduced, and then I was taken down the road, and then I was walked upstairs and introduced, and I've been called quite often.
Did they give you any help?
Help?
Yeah. Did you go in there looking for help? How did they help you?
I haven't really pursued it because it seemed a little odd. But
And it's not unusual for them to continue to try to call you and contact you. That's
several
what
times,
they do.
times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're looking for me to do things because I don't have financial capabilities, but I have a lot of.
We can walk and talk.
But,
Yeah.
Walk and talk with us.
but you
Did you come over from Tampa? Yeah, we started last night. We'll see how we do tonight. And once again, more empty buildings over here. And we do have that gentleman who is an Air Force veteran that's looking for some kind of help. Certainly wasn't getting any here.
On opening day, they brought over a bottle of wine and some prosciutto, and that was written up in an article in the Tampa Bay Times. And immediately Scientology came down on these folks and gave them nothing but hell. And eventually, once the LOT closed, they went out of business, and Scientology bought the property. Wow. But here now, I try not to bother the Scientologists if I happen to be walking down the street, but there was one kid over here at Criminal. And he put out his hand to shake my hand, and so I had a little conversation with him. We were chatting here at the corner, and I could see he was a Sea Org member in his uniform.
Yeah.
And I wasn't asking him anything that would, stimulate him or anything.
Yeah.
I was just finding out a little bit of his background, and he grew up in it, things like that. He was 17, I think. And as we're talking, I can see a Scientology security guy running across the street. And in the mid-sentence, they grab the kid and drag him inside the Criminal. And the kid's going, "What's going on?" And he's telling, "We'll tell you when we get inside." Got inside, locked the doors.
Praise Xenu, they saved him. All right, let's see. This is the beautiful Mark. This is the beautiful building I was talking about.
It is a gorgeous building.
I mean, my goodness. I said, what a great YouTube live streaming studio this would make when they have to liquidate these properties eventually.
Great for your podcast, set a table.
I mean, this will be the last place they liquidate properties, but one can hope. One can dream.
I think this is the last time that right as we approached the door, and then there was some staff member trying to get in desperately. "Come on, let me in!" And the people call inside, going, "No, we can't open the door."
Oh, hey. Oh, it's CCHR. These are the guys that try to get psychiatrists arrested. Is that Pat? No, that's not Pat. Is Diane in there? Tell Diane we said hi. Good to see you.
Do you know Diane? Diane? Is she there?
executive director.
Okay. I love your dress. That is so nice. I love it. I want it.
Now, guys, this is the big established I guess Dave's not home. Oh well.
I don't know, those blinds in the top left are kind of pulled back ever so slightly.
Okay, Mark, this place over here is where the
That's a case of me.
yeah, and they had a map of the city. They had a map of the city and a map of the country. Like it included like half of the day. And we asked one of the Scientologists going in, like, what is this an ideal fundraiser? And they go, no, it's a neighborhood's planning committee. I was like, oh, planning what? Yeah.
This used to be an attorney's office.
That's right.
And I know that because I stopped in here one time to ask if I could go up on the roof to videotape David Miscavige at a ribbon cutting ceremony. And they were called immediately when they saw me going in here. Scientology started calling, do not talk to this guy, do not. And so they decided the easiest thing to do is for us to just buy it out.
Wow. Okay, so remember when we walked up to this place last night? I said this is the fakest of the fake Scientology front groups. This is the one that's just purely manufactured. They only created it a couple years ago or whatever. It's not even one of the ones that used to be tucked away in the back of the Fort Harrison. Clearwater Community Volunteers is a fake organization. And you'll notice it's the only one that didn't even pretend to keep half the lights on, guys. It's black as shit. I mean, I'm sure there is no one, not a single light in there is on. This billion-dollar organization can't even keep a light on and put someone at the front desk. Unbelievable. Mr. Bunk, you want to press your luck in this part? Sure. All right, guys, we got 7 seconds.